You're strongly considering moving, but you don't want to put your house on the market until you find something first. Well, that's the struggle that we're in right now. In this video, I'm going to talk about 5 ways that you can sell your home, all with varying degrees of convenience and profitability, right after this. Hi, I'm Nick Sundahl with ÄKTA Homes, and this is Minneapolis Living. A lot of the channel's content is about moving to the Twin Cities and what it's like to live here, but I also do a lot on the real estate market locally and moving around the Twin Cities. So if you're here for that, you know what to do. Hit the subscribe button. When you're there, ring the bell. That way you're alerted when I upload new content each week. And if you're interested in getting the conversation started, well, you gotta reach out. You can call, text, email, hit me up on social media, but I'd love to start the conversation. And wait to watch to the end, because I have a bonus 6th way that you can sell your house in today's market that might work for you and might be the best out of all of them. The number 1 way you can sell your home in this market is through yourself, DIY, or for sale by owner. There are some pros and cons to for sale by owner. In this market though, you might be able to do it and make quite a bit of money on your home. Reason being, you don't have to pay a listing agent to market and negotiate the sale of your property. A lot of times, you can put a sign in the yard these days and just sell your home. Now, this is obviously very profitable as a for sale by owner, but it's not the most convenient way. And the reason here is you do need some time to not only schedule showings, but to negotiate contracts, to market the home. There is some of that you still have to do. And even though you're not paying the listing agent that 5 or 6 or even 7% commission to sell the home, you should expect to pay a buyer's agent anywhere from 2.5% to 3%, depending on what that could be negotiated for. So keep in mind that just because that you're saving on the listing side doesn't necessarily mean you'd be saving on the buy side. And also keep in mind that if a buyer comes to you that is unrepresented, well, they're going to want a deal on your home because, well, there are no realtors involved, and they understand that those commissions and fees can be high, and thus they'll want a discount on purchasing your home. So even though for sale by owner can be highly profitable, especially in today's market, it's not necessarily the most convenient way to go about it. You've probably seen these signs on off-ramps or in neighborhoods, what have you. It'll say, we buy ugly houses, or we pay cash for homes. Well, this is the number 2 way that you can sell your home, and that's through a wholesaler. Those are the kind of people that are putting up these signs. A wholesaler is somebody that says, we're going to pay cash for your home, offer you a number for your property. What they will then do with that contract is they go market it to an outside investor, somebody who's actually looking to purchase the home to rehab it, flip it, or turn it into a rental property. This wholesaler is in the business of getting contracts signed so that they can reassign them and then take a small premium for going to find that investor. This is really convenient. It's probably the most convenient way to sell your house, hands down, but it is also most likely the least profitable way of doing it. So if your home is really in disrepair and say it's a situation that you just are not comfortable going out to the open market with, a wholesaler is a perfect way to get rid of the property and to do it quickly. I'm not the biggest fan of wholesalers because I feel like they take advantage of those type of homeowners, but that's just my personal opinion. Like I said, wholesalers, incredibly convenient, the most convenient you'll find, but probably the least profitable. So the number 3 way that you can sell your home is through an investor. These are the people that are connected to those wholesalers. An investor does one of 2 things. Either buys it, rehabs it, and sells it, or buys it and rents it out, rehabs it, rents it out, but usually falls into either a buy and hold or a flip. An investor is going to look at your home with a pretty standard formula, and that's called the 70-30 rule. So say, for example, your home is valued at $300,000, all done, finished, ready to go on the retail market. Well, an investor is going to pay you 70% of that minus any rehab costs that may have to go into it. So already they want a 20% profit on there, and then they were taking that 10% to pay realtor fees, closing costs, and even some contingencies. So keep in mind that 30% right off the bat is what you are going to take as a haircut, minus any rehab costs that go into the home. So an investor is going to take a really fine-tooth comb and look at what the numbers look like for them. If it works, great. And if it doesn't, then you can explore other options. And the investor is going to be very convenient to deal with because they're probably going to be able to give you a nice long timeline if you have to go find another property. The investor is also going to be a little bit more profitable than that wholesaler, probably between 5 and 10% more than what the wholesaler would give you. The number 4 way to sell your home in today's market is easily the most cutting edge that we've seen in the last decade, and that is the instant offer or an iBuyer. An iBuyer is companies like Opendoor, OfferPad, even Zillow. Now, the instant offer is incredibly convenient because all you have to do is go to their website, type in your address, and they'll give you an offer on your home. Now, this is usually contingent on somebody coming to take a look at your property to make sure that you haven't, fibbed, or just checking out general condition. So it is contingent on that, and you may not get every dollar that they said on the website. Also, keep in mind that there are fees built in. Look, these are companies that want to make money. So even though they're offering you, say, $350,000 on the house, doesn't mean you're not paying $20,000 to $30,000 in fees. These go for contingency issues in the event the home doesn't sell and they have to take price reductions. So if a realtor comes to you with an instant offer or cash for your home kind of thing, keep in mind that you want to look at the details. What are these fees that are going to be incurred when I sell my home? And even though they offer, say, market value, it doesn't necessarily mean that that's what you would get on the open market with buyers coming in. Also, if that doesn't work for you, that real estate representing the instant offer will probably list your home too. So these are things to consider when looking at iBuyer, but it is highly convenient. You can sell your home. You can also be very assured that that company is probably going to close on your home too, and you're going to be guaranteed that money because, well, they're backed by billion-dollar corporations. So the 5th way you can sell your home in today's market, well, it's the traditional way. It's retail, and that's through representation of a realtor or a real estate agent. Look, there are a lot of ways to negotiate a contract in which you have some flexibility in going to find your next home. You can even write that into the contract itself. Home sale is contingent on sellers finding a home of their own. So stretching out the closing date and being able to do that in today's market is becoming much more commonplace because we all know that inventory is tight. Now, when selling through a realtor or real estate agent, you have commissions or realtor fees, and that can range anywhere from 5 to say 7 or even 8% in some markets. And that looks like a big number. However, when you're talking about the data, when represented, that means when it's marketed properly, put on the MLS, and negotiated by a realtor, it means you're actually making the most money. And that's what it's all about. Net proceeds. What am I going to walk away with at the end of the day? Now, some of those fees or some of that convenience can be exchanged through any of these examples, but going through a realtor or real estate agent has, data-wise, proven to be the most profitable way of doing so. Now, if you're finding value in this video, you gotta hit the like button because it really helps my videos get out to more and more people. And if you have any questions, comments, and concerns, well, please leave a comment, but don't forget to subscribe. Now to the bonus 6th way you can sell your house in today's market, and that's called the trade-in method. There are now lenders that will lend you essentially a bridge loan to go purchase your new property. And once you close on that home, sell your previous one. Now, the big caveat here is that you need 20% equity at least in your current property to take advantage of these programs, which a lot of people have in this market. However, it won't fit for everybody. And there is a fee that comes along with it. However, it can be incredibly convenient because now you get to buy that next home non-contingent. which in this market, with such low inventory is a huge win. It also allows you to move out of your current home without having to do all the fix-ups, all the cleaning, all the showings, all the other stuff that would be inconvenient in the process of making one quick move. Now you can just get your things together, move into the new home, and then go back and fix up the property, whether that's fresh paint, new carpet, all the little projects that would take the time while you're searching for the current home, and inconvenience that you can now take your time to do. Some lenders are actually offering up to 1 year interest-free on this loan. However, in this particular situation, expect to pay anywhere between 2 and 4% on the loan itself once your previous home sells. So this is a really convenient way to go about finding your next home. However, it can cut in a little bit to the profitability. Now, this is Minneapolis Living. I really appreciate you watching. Please stay safe, please stay healthy, and I'll see you next time.